Hello everyone. So let's begin with the unit 5, that is regular expression, rollovers and frame. Okay. So in this chapter you all are going to study what are regular expression and how to use the regular expression. Then the rollovers, what are rollovers and how to use the rollovers, and frames, how to create frames using JavaScript. Okay. So let's begin with the regular expression first. In this video, we are going to discuss about what are regular expression, what are different methods of regular expression, and how to use those methods in regular expression. Okay. So let's move on to the next slide. Okay. So first topic is what regular expression. So why exactly the regular expression is used? It is basically a special text string that defines a search pattern. For example, if you want to search for a particular string, or if you want to replace a particular string from your text box, then you use what regular expression. Okay. For specifically for counting the special string, for replacing some substring with another substring, the regular expression is used. There are various regular expression methods that are used for this purpose. Okay. For example, if you want to search for a particular letter in a string or particular digit in a string, if you want to check if that digit is there in the string, then you use what regular expression. Okay. It is basically created using a forward slash. Okay. So example is given over there. RE means your regular expression is equal to forward your slash ABC, then again the slash. So it is always written, it begins with slash and it ends with slash. Okay. We'll see in detail with the help of example. Okay. First, we'll see the different methods of regular expression. Okay. So these are different methods of regular expression. So first is your EXC method. This method executes a search for a match in a string. It returns an array of information or null on a mismatch. Means what? It searches for a particular string in your large substring. Okay, and it returns the information if it founds the string. If it returns nothing, then it returns null on a mismatch. Okay, then is your test method. Test method basically test for a match in a string and it returns true or false. If the match is found, it returns true. If the match is not found, it returns false. Okay. Then is your match method. A string method that executes a search for a match in a string. It returns an array of information or null on a mismatch. It also searches for a match in a string. If the match is found, array of information is returned or a null is returned. Then match all. This method is that returns an iterator containing all the matches in the string, including the capturing groups. Okay. Next is the search method. A string method that tests for a match in a string. It returns the index of the match. It basically returns on which index the matched character is found, and if it doesn't found the match character, it returns -1. Okay. Then is the replace method. If you want to replace a certain substring from a string, then a replace method is used. It executes a search for a match in a string and replaces the matched substring with a replacement substring. Okay. Then is a split method, a string method that uses a regular expression or a fixed string to break a string into an array of substring. If you want to break a single string into array of substrings, split method is used. Okay. Now let us see the example how to create a regular expression. Okay, so this is the example. So write a JavaScript program to test if the string contains the letter A or Z or both. Okay, so we want to search whether your string contains the letter A or it contains letter Z, or it will check if it contains both A and Z. Okay, so let's see how to write the code for it. Okay. So it will check if your string contains A, Z or both A and Z. Okay. And it will return true. It will return some alert if A or Z is found. If it is not found, it will return another. alert that it does not contain A or Z or both. Okay. So how to write it? First we'll start with the HTML tag, then the head tag, then the script tag. Then we'll write a function. Function name is what? Test string, and we are passing the argument over here for the function as str. Okay, str is the argument passed. Okay, then open the curly bracket of the function. Then we'll write the regular expression. So re is equal to, as I said, that regular expression always starts and ends with a slash. So we'll write word slash. Then in a square bracket, we'll write for the letters we want to search in a string. So we want to search whether it contains A, Z or both. So we'll write what? A, Z. Okay. Close the square bracket and again the slash and semicolon. So this is how you have written your regular expression. Okay. Then you will use if condition to test whether your string contains A and Z. So if in RE you have your regular expression. If RE dot test method is used over here to check whether the string contains that particular character or not. If RE dot test in bracket str, then alert, that is if your test method will check if your matches your str, then alert will be displayed the letter A or Z or both are present in the string. Else it will display alert string does not contains A or Z or both. Okay. So this is your function. Then close your script tag, close head tag, open body tag. Inside the body tag, you have an h2 tag. Okay. So inside the h2, we have written what? Example of regular expression. Okay. Then close your h2 tag. Open the script tag again. Then we'll take a variable in order to enter your input string. Okay. So where input underscore str is equal to, we'll take a prompt box. Why the prompt box is used? Prompt box is basically used to take the input from the user. That is, at the runtime you are going to enter the string. Okay. So where input underscore str is equal to prompt in bracket, enter some string over here. Okay. Then close your double quotes, comma. Just you have to write, open those double quotes, close double quotes, then close the bracket and give it as semicolon. Okay. Then here you are going to call a function. How you have called the function? You will write what? Test string, and then the bracket you will pass the string. Since you have used the prompt and variable for entering the prompt is input underscore str, so you will pass input underscore str variable over here. So, and the function will be called over here. Okay. Then close the script tag, close body tag, and close HTML tag. Okay. So let's see the output now. So this is your output. In the output, you will see what? Enter some string over here. Okay. That is your prompt. Inside the prompt, you will enter what? India. Okay. And when you press on OK, the function will be called and the function will check if your the letters A and Z is A or Z is present over here or both are present over here. If either of the condition is true, that is C. In India, you can see that A letter is present over here. So it will return what? Alert will be written that the letter A or Z or both are present in the string. Okay. So that will be returned. Okay. So your condition becomes true. That is, your regular expression becomes true. So your output will be displayed that the letter A or Z or both are present in the string. Okay. So I hope the code and output is clear to you. Okay, in next we'll see what is the language of regular expression, how it is used. Okay, next slide we'll see that. Okay, so language of regular expression. So basically words of regular expression are called as special characters, and there are various characters that can be used in regular expression. Okay, some special characters are there. We'll see them one by one. Okay. Okay, so first special character is dot. Dot will check if your input string contains any character except a new line. Okay. Then is your capital A. A will check for the character if your string contains a character A. Okay. Then is the AB. Then the string. Then your regular regular expression AB will check if your string contains the characters A, AB. A and B both. Okay. Then is A slash B. A pipe B. Okay. So A pipe B will check if your string contains A or B. Okay. Both it will check. Then is A and star. A and star means if it will check if it contains more than if it contains 0 or more than 0 A's in the string. Okay. It will check, A star will check if your string contains 0 or more than 0 A's. Okay. Then is the slash. Slash is basically escapes the special characters. Okay. Then is AB dash D. It is basically used to specify the range of character. Hyphen is basically used to specify range of the character. So AB slash D means it will check if your string contains A, B, C and D. Okay. It will check if it either contains A, B, C or D. Okay. Either one should be there. Okay. Then is your negation symbol. Okay. So negation AB slash D. So that upper arrow symbol is your negation symbol. It will check whether your string contains any one of the character, any character except A, B, C and D. Okay, that is for the negation. Okay, means it will check if your string does not contain A, B, C and D. Okay. Then is slash B is for backspace character. Then slash small d is for it will check whether your string contains any one digit, any of the digit. Okay, any digit from 0 to 9. Okay, then slash capital D will check if your string does not contain digit. Okay, non-digit means the string. Okay, then is slash s means it will check if your string has one white space. Then slash capital S, it will check if your string does not contain white spaces. Okay. Then is slash small w, it will check if your string contains at least one word character. Okay. Slash capital W will check whether your string should not contain a word character. Okay. Then star means 0 or more than zeros. Plus is for 1 or more. Okay. Then question mark is 0 or 1. 2, it will check if your string contains exactly 2. 2 comma 5 means it will check if your string, if your string you are entering contains digits between 2 and 5. Okay. Then 2 and comma will check if your string contains a digit 2 or more than 2. Then dot 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 is basically it is what a group pattern. Okay, so that negation character is starting of the string, dollar is end of the string, slash b is your word boundary, slash n is your new line, slash r is your carry age return, slash t is for tab, and slash o is your null character. Okay. Okay, these methods we have already discussed previously. So we'll move on to the next slide. Okay, so next topic is finding a non-matching character. Okay, so basically non-matching character can be found by placing your negation symbol as a first, that is raised to symbol. Non-matching character can be found by placing raised to symbol as the first character within your bracket. Okay, within a bracket, square bracket. Okay, so first you have to place your raised to character, and whatever you don't want to match you have to specify after that raised to character. Then your regular expression will check if that string does not contain that particular characters. Okay, let's now, for example, your string should not contain digits. Okay, so string should check, so your regular expression should check if your string doesn't contain any of the digit. Okay. If it should not contain any of the digits. So what you have to do, you have to first place raised to character, and then the square bracket you have to specify all the digits. Okay, here 0 to 9 are the digits, right? So there's no need to write all the digits from 0, 1, 2, 3 to 9. Just you can specify a range as 0 to 9. Let's see the code how it is written. So write a JavaScript program that checks whether the string entered by the user contains digits or not. Okay. So HTML tag, head tag, then is a script tag, then function test string in bracket str is passed. Then your regular expression re is equal to slash, then open the square bracket. As I told, raised to symbol is for negation. So raised to symbol you will write. Okay, then again the bracket. So you want to check if your string contain digits or not. So what is the range of the digits? 0 to 9. So 0 hyphen 9 it will check. 0 to 9 indicates digits from 0 to 9. Okay. Then close your square bracket. Then again slash and give a semicolon. Okay, then if re.test in bracket test method is used over here, so re.test in bracket str is written, so it will give an alert, that is if your regular expression does not contain a string from 0 to 9, it will give an alert that the string does not contain any digit. Else it will give an alert that string contains a digit. Okay. Close your else part, close your function and close the script part. Okay, close head tag. Open body. In body write example of regular expression. Open script tag. In script tag you will take a prompt in order to enter a string. Okay, so var input underscore str is equal to prompt enter some input. Okay, then you will call the your function test string. Okay, so call the function test string and pass input underscore str in it as you want to enter it in the prompt. So see the output over there. In output you will get enter some input. Okay, so in the input here we are entering A B C D 1 2 3 4 E F G H. Since your input string contains digits, so it will display the output as string contains some digits. Okay, so that is your output. Since your string has some digits in it, so it will display that. Okay, I hope the code is clear to you all. Okay, next is entering range of characters. Okay, see for matching any digit, see if you want to match, check if your input contains the digits or not. Okay, so there's no need to enter every digit from 0 to 9. Okay, you can do what? You can just specify the range, that is 0 hyphen 9. Similarly, is for alphabets also. If you want to search if your input string contains all the letters, okay, that is from A to Z, there is no need to write all the letters personally, that is A comma B comma C till Z. There's no need to write enter every letters. You can just specify a range that is from A to A hyphen Z. Okay, for example, see the third point. For example, to match a digit, we must have a regular expression 0 to 9. Thus, placing the range within the square bracket helps to evaluate a complete range of set. Similarly, if you want to check if your string contains all the letters from J to S, there is no need to write all the letters J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S. Just you can specify the range that J in square bracket J hyphen S, means it will search from all for all the letters from J to S. This is basically entering range of characters. Okay. Next is matching digits or non-digit. So as I discussed earlier, slash D symbol searches for digits in a given string, and slash capital D searches if your for a non-digits in given string. That is, your string does not contain any string or contains any digits, it check for that, and slash d will check if your string contains a digits. Okay. So if in the application, if you want to search for a telephone number that is digits, then slash d will be used. Okay. That is, telephone number should not contain any word or a letter. So if you want to search for a telephone number, you have to just write as /d in regular expression. Okay, so it will allow only digits to be entered. Okay. Next is matching punctuation and symbol. So the slash small w symbol tells the browser to determine whether a text contains letter, number or underscore. Okay. And the slash capital W is a special symbol that tells the browser to determine whether a text contains other than letter, number or underscore. If you want to check if your input string contains only letter, number or underscore, use /w. If you want to check other than letter, number of underscore, use slash capital W. Okay. Using slash capital W is equivalent to using A to Z, capital A to Z, small a to Z and 0 to 9 and underscore. Okay. The underscore indicates the space character. Okay. Next is matching word. So any word in a text is defined as a set of characters, and a word is determined by a word boundary, that is a space between two words. Okay. So this boundary can be defined using special symbol /b. For example, from string boycott, if you want to get a match for a cot, that is if you want to check if your string contains cot. So by using regular expression ///b cot /b, you can check if your string contains a cot word. Okay, from the boycott string. Okay. Next is replacing a text using regular expression. So basically your replace method of regular expression is used in order to replace a particular pattern or a string from a substring from a string. Okay. So the first parameter in replace function is string which is to be replaced, and the second parameter is the replacing string. That is, in the first parameter you have to write in which string you want to replace, and the second character you are going to write with which string are you going to replace that first string. Okay, let's see the example. So example, consider following JavaScript in which the word country is replaced by India. So here you will have a string where you want to replace your country word with the word India. Okay, so we'll see how it is done. Okay. Doc type HTML, then your HTML tag, then your head tag, script tag. Then the function name is test string, and we are passing argument as string. Okay. So new str, we are taking one variable new str is equal to str dot replace. Since you want to replace country with India, first you are going to write first parameter is the string which you want to replace. So that is country, comma India. India is the string with which you want to replace the word country. So you will write country, comma India. Then document dot write in bracket new str will be placed. So inside the new str you will replace country with India. So document dot write in bracket word new str will be displayed. Close script tag, close head, open body, again open the script tag. What is your original string? Str is equal to I love my country. And when you call the function, then you will display what? Document dot write str. Okay. Then you have open a form, script, close the script tag, then open a form. Name of the form is form 1. We are going to take a button, value of the button is replaced, and on click of that button we are going to call a function test str in bracket str. So first your original string is what? I love my country. When you click on the replace button, your I love my country will be replaced by I love my India. Okay, let's see the output. Okay, so your original string is what? str. In str, what you have? I love my country. So when you click on the replace button, test string function will be called and it will replace country with India. So now it will be this final output will be I love my India. So country will be replaced by India. Okay, I hope the code is clear to you all. Next is returning a matched character. So basically your EXEC method searches a string for a text that matches with the regular expression. If it finds a match, it will return an array of result, otherwise it will return a null. Okay, let's see it with help of example. Okay, so what we are going to do over here is, here we have two strings, that is I love my country, and second, see the output first. Okay, so here I have two strings. First string is first string is str1, that is I love my country, and in str2 I have a string as India has rich heritage and culture. So over here what we are going to do, we are going to search if the word India, we are going to check if word India is present in both the string or in which string it is present. So India. So when you click on a button, a function will be called which will check if your both the strings or either of the string contains the word India. Since your first string is what I love my country, it doesn't contain the word India. So output will be returned as the first text does not contain the word India. And since your second text, STR2 is India has rich heritage and culture, so it will display as the second text contain the word India. So it will match if your string contains the matching word, and it will display accordingly. If it contains, it will display yes, it contains the word, else it will display it does not contain the word. Okay, let's see the code how it is done. Okay, so see HTML, then your head tag, then the script tag will write a function. So function function name is string. In bracket we are going to pass two arguments, that is str1 comma str2. Okay, so re is equal to slash, that is your regular expression is slash India slash G, okay, and semicolon. So it will, your regular expression will check if it contains the word India, okay. Then result is equal to re dot exec method we are going to use in order to check if the string contains the matched regular expression. re dot exec str1, that is re may be of stored India, India dot exec str1, and result 2 is equal to re dot exec in bracket str2. So if result 1 is your variable, where it will check if the string contains the word India. So document dot write, if the string contains the word India, document dot write, it will display the first text contains the word plus result 1. Okay, else it will display the first text does not contain the word India. Okay, if result 2 document dot write, the second text contains the word plus result 2, that is India, else it will display the second text does not contain the word India. Okay, close your function, close the script tag, close head tag, open body tag. In body tag open the script tag, write down str1, that is your string 1 is what I love my country, and str2, that is string 2 has India has rich heritage and culture. Then document dot write str1 document dot write plus str2. Close script tag, open form tag. In the form tag you are going to take a button, and on a click of a button the function will be called and it will return the output. So input type is equal to button, value is equal to check for match, and on click test string str1 comma str2. Okay. So I hope the code and output is clear to you all. So your regular expression has object properties. These are various regular expression object properties that helps to match a particular word, character, last character index. at which the start, which where from where to start the next match and so on. Okay. So following are the properties. First is $1 through $9. Parenthesis substring matches. Then is dollar underscore same as input, dollar star same as multiline, dollar and same as last match, dollar plus same as last parent, and dollar slash is same as left contain, and dollar single quote is same as right contain. Okay. Then these are the sum methods. Okay. Let's see the code over here. Okay. So what are we going to do over here? See, you have three strings Sunil Kumar, Sunil Shetty, Sunil Kal. So here what are you going to do? You are going to change your string Sunil with where there is a string Sunil, it is going to be replaced. You are going to add another string that is Mr. MR in front of Sunil. Okay. Every time where the Sunil occurs, it will be replaced with Mr. Sunil, that is MR dot Sunil. So MR will be joined to your string Sunil. Okay. So your string is Sunil Kumar, Sunil Shetty, Sunil Kayal. Okay. So when you click on the change button, so your string where it contains Sunil will be replaced with Mr. Mr. Sunil Kumar, Mr. Sunil Shetty, Mr. Sunil Kal. Okay, how to do it? We'll see in the code. So this is your code. First is your HTML tag, head tag, then is your title tag. Open the script tag. Inside the script tag, you have a function. Function name is teststring and in bracket str is passed. Okay. So for each Sunil, you have to replace it with mr and then Sunil. Okay. So alert str dot replace. Open the circular bracket in slash Sunil comma g comma mr dot dollar and so it will replace Sunil with mr dot Sunil. Okay. Close the script tag, close head, open body tag, script, open the script tag. Then your string is in double quote Sunil Kumar, Sunil Shetty, Sunil Kar. So document dot write str. Okay. Then in script tag you are taking one button on click is equal to test string and button name is change. Okay. So on click of that button, the Sunil will be replaced with mr dot Sunil. Okay. For its every occurrence. Okay. Okay. So finally, this is all the topics are covered of regular expression, and this is one example. Okay. So develop and demonstrate using JavaScript document that collects a USN, that is the valid format is USN number, okay? A digit from 1 to 4 followed by two uppercase characters followed by two digits followed by two uppercase characters followed by three digits, no embedded spaces allowed for the users, okay? So event handler must be included for the form elements that collects the information to validate the input. Message in the alert window must be produced when the errors are detected. Okay. So now what are you going to do? You are going to create a form where which will demonstrate you will form a USN number. You will validate an USN number over here. Okay. So there you will check in bracket whatever parameters are going given. You are going to check. See, so now this is your homework. What are you going to do? You are going to read all the code and I'm going to ask you all. Tomorrow you have your online lecture, okay? So at that time you are going to explain the code. Anyone I'm going to ask the code, you are going to explain the code line by line to me. Okay, what is the meaning of every line? Okay, so this is your homework. Go through the code and explain all each and every sentence of the code to me. Okay, okay. Thank you. I'll end the lecture over here. Okay.